What's up, all my horror fanatics out there? Welcome back to Late Night Frights. I'm the Late Night Frights horror leader, the J. Sloan or Jordan, back here to do another video for you. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in this evening. And before we begin, I have something I need to say. This week, a few people are changing days permanently. I will still be doing Monday, obviously. Allrandomthingz will be doing Tuesday. Chris Brock will now be doing Wednesday, and Horror Boy 101 will now be doing Thursday. And Little Rocker Cutie 2005 is going to be on Friday. So if you have seen some of our member wanted videos that we have posted, I know I did one and Chris Brock did one. We are looking for someone to fill in the Saturday position, so if you are interested, please comment below. We have a few people who are wanting to join right now, and we are discussing that. So yeah, we really need somebody, so comment below. We will take that into consideration. So let's begin. You guys know last week we did a horror theme, so this week it's horror battles. And the two films I chose to battle are two Stephen King adaptations, and the first one is a 1994 film, The Stand. And the next one I chose to battle in this video, I'm sorry, I got tongue-tied there. The next one I chose to battle in this video is a 2007 film, The Mist. So you guys know how this works. I'll be doing a short review for both of these films, and then I will battle them to the death. So let's start with The Stand. So obviously The Stand was based off of a Stephen King novel, one of his earlier ones, his earlier work, and Stephen King's my favorite horror author, and he just does an amazing job. This is one that just could not be done in a 2-hour time span. It had to go up to like 5 hours and 59 minutes, I think is the exact runtime. So this was a made-for-TV miniseries. Has an all-star cast, two bigger names, Molly Ringwald and Rob Lowe, and it's basically Stephen King's vision of an apocalyptic tale and how everything would play out in this ravaged world. And a virus hits, and half the population, or more than half, I think, something like that, dies. But there are some people who are left alive, and the ones that are left alive are split into two groups. One with Mother Abigail, who is like the good Christianly woman who is trying to do the right thing and trying to bring together these survivors. And then Randall Flagg, who is trying to take over the world and ultimately end it. So it's one apocalyptic film that really focuses on, you know, biblical stuff too, which I thought was really cool because we don't get that in apocalyptic films too much. I know some people don't want to go into biblical, you know, don't want to talk about the Bible and go into stuff like that, but Stephen King really, you know, puts it as Mother Abigail being like the Lot, if you will, and Randall Flagg being sort of like the Antichrist in a way. And I thought that was really cool. It's really long and drawn out. Some people are not going to have the attention span to watch this. They really won't. But me, personally, I absolutely love it. I think the acting was done really well. And it's just a great adaptation of Stephen King's. And, yeah, there's The Stand. So if you haven't checked out The Stand, I would highly recommend it. Like I said, if you're not a fan of long movies, I would not pick this up. It's just not your cup of tea. This is one that you could sit down and probably watch a part a night, because there are 4 parts of this: the plague, the dreams, the betrayal, and the stand. So if you want to watch it kind of like a series, and I guess you could do that, but I watched this in one setting and I really thought it was great. So there's The Stand. So the next one is a 2007 film, The Mist, which is actually a short story of Stephen King's that he did. And there are so many novels and short stories that he does that most of his work is adapted into films, which is really cool. And that really speaks to how great an author he actually is to have so many adaptations of his books. So this one stars Thomas Jane, Marcia Gay Harden, Laurie Holden's in this from The Walking Dead. A lot of the cast members from The Walking Dead is in this. I know Melissa McBride is in this for a little bit. Jeffrey DeMunn is in this. And it's basically about this small New England town that is trapped in a supermarket when a mist hits their town. And there's like alien creatures in it, you know. From the mind of Stephen King, you know it's going to be something like that. There's like alien creatures in the mist, and they're all trapped in the supermarket. Another thing that he uses in a biblical way is the crazy woman who sort of turns out to be like a cult leader, and, you know, tries to lead all the people in the supermarket, and eventually wins to lead most of them. And it follows mainly on Thomas Jane's character, and, you know, him trying to keep his son safe in the supermarket, and just trying to figure out what the mist really is. And I thought that was really cool. That's a nice cover right there. I think that's pretty awesome. And the ending to this, which I will not spoil because we don't like to give spoilers here on Late Night Frights, the ending to this is so emotional and so crazy. Most people hate the ending. Most people absolutely hate the ending. But I thought the ending was really good. You know, part of me doesn't like it, and part of me does like it. I have explained this before. But, yeah, there's The Mist. Basically, what I said about it, you know, without giving too much away, that's the basic plot. Thomas Jane trying to keep his son safe in this mist, trying to figure out what it is, and trying to figure out how to get out alive, who started it, and, you know, what's to come with the Earth. So in a way, this could be an apocalyptic film, but it's not. If you've seen the ending, you know what I mean. But The Mist. So now that you know what these two films are about, I'm going to battle them to the death. So let's start with round one. So, let me get on my notes here if you guys just hold on one second. Round one is body count. So which one has a higher body count? Now, I don't base, like, if you're going to base it like you know how many people got killed, The Stand would have a higher body count because it killed half the population. But I'm not going to base that because, well, actually, you know, it did show, that's kind of hard because it does kind of show a bunch of deaths in the beginning of the film. Body count. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say The Stand. It did have a higher body count than The Mist. It does show a bunch of kills in this in the beginning, and, you know, throughout the film it does show some kills. The Mist had pretty good body count as well, some really good kills, but I'm just going to have to give the round to The Stand. So that's 1-0. Story and originality. Which one's more original? Which one do I like more? Apocalyptic tales have been done before. Apocalyptic films have been done before. The Stand came before The Mist. Although I love The Mist, I think The Stand has a cooler plot. Well, hold on a second. Originality. Which one's more original? I'm actually, I'm going to take back what I said. You know, The Mist has a cooler plot to me, and not necessarily a cooler plot, but it's a more original plot, if you will. You know, there has been apocalyptic movies done before and apocalyptic tales. You know, the Bible obviously talks heavily about apocalyptic events in Revelation, and this is kind of not necessarily an interpretation of that because so many things are different, but you know, he does focus on biblical things in this film, and he does that a little bit in this movie, but it still has a cool plot where you're trapped, you're confined, you're isolated in a supermarket, and there's a mist with creatures. I mean, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to give round 2 to The Mist. Let's see. Blood, guts, and gore. That would be easy. And effects. Blood, guts, gore, and effects. That would be really easy. The effects, the stuff that happens in this movie, they look so fake when something happens. So I'm going to give this to The Mist. Definitely had some really good kills. The creatures looked really cool. So The Mist. So that's 2-1 for personal enjoyment and replayability. Which one has more replayability and which one do I personally enjoy? I'm going to give this to The Stand. Like I said, I love this movie. I can't wait to read the novel. I actually own the novel. I just haven't got around to reading it yet. I think it's very good. I think the length of the film just adds to it. Some people would say that is one of the weaknesses of this movie. I don't think so at all. I think the 4 parts are great. The Plague, the Dreams, the Betrayal, and The Stand. I absolutely love it. So I think that The Stand is, to me, better personal enjoyment and replayability. The Stand wins for that. So 2-2. Round 5. This one's going to be hard because this is acting and directing. Action and direction. Which one had better actors? Which one had better direction? I'm going to give the leg up here to The Mist. It was directed by Frank Darabont. He did some great things. He is kind of overrated, with all the issues with The Walking Dead, which I will not go into. I don't want to get a big heated discussion with him and The Walking Dead. But, he's did some great films. He really has. I got to give him that. And this is just another one of his, where he has great direction, And Thomas Jane's a great actor. Laurie Holden did really good. Jeffrey DeMunn did good. The entire cast did really good in this film. So, sadly, as much as I like The Stand, I think The Mist is an overall better film. So, yeah, both of these are great films. Definitely check them out. I wouldn't check this one out if you do not like long movies. But check both of these Stephen King adaptations out, and you will not be disappointed. So, there you go, guys. There's my horror battle over The Mist and The Stand. Tell me what you think in the comment box below. Which one will win if you did a horror battle? Stay tuned tomorrow. Allrandomthingz will be battling 2 films of his choice. And I will put the Facebook page and the website in the description below. Definitely check us out. So thank you guys for watching. I'm the Jay Sloan. You just watched Late Night Frights. Comment and subscribe, and as always, keep it horror. Peace.